It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
You heard the boys. We got to hit it. That's right. A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3. Wake up, bunny, rise and shine. Brush your teeth and make them shine. Eat a good breakfast to start your busy day. And hop on your tricycle and go and play. Bunny. You know, that's a book that my two kids had, and I think I read it 4 billion times to them. Again, they'd say. And we do it again. And then they'd say, again. Well, welcome, everybody, to Chauncey's Great Outdoors. And it's a beautiful, what's today's date? March 26th. I had to look at my calendar. Hey, we got lots of stuff going on. I hope you had a great weekend. We're going to talk all kinds of stuff, what happened this week. We're going to talk about what's coming up. Yes. And we want to say thank you to our sponsors before we go any further, because I always, I don't want to say forget, but I always kind of slack off a little bit. Let's say thank you to our friends at Bass Pro Shops, all 3 stores that bring this program to you. Also, Waterworks Marine, 18660 South Cicero Avenue in Country Club Hills. I was down there yesterday, talked to some old friends that came into the store. It was really a good time. Our friends at Paul's Pizza in Westchester. Wait a minute. I smell a combo sandwich with cheese and sweet peppers in the studio somewhere. Yes. Our good buddies at the new Midwest Outdoors magazine, TV show, and everything. It's a great... You need to check out MidwestOutdoors.com. Lots of stuff going on there. Ren Lake Tourism Board, and Ren Lake Resort and Conference Center, that also is part of our sponsorship here. Vermilion Dam Lodge, VDL.com. Check them out. It's a great place to enjoy the life of Canada on our side of the border. Yellowbird Fishing Products. That's right. Our friends at YellowbirdFishingProducts.com. Really, truly an amazing, amazing company of fishing gear that you can find. Plano Molding. And remember, we are the official station for high school and college fishing teams. That's right. High school and college fishing teams. We've got all that information for you. So all the coaches and kids and stuff. We had the girl who called who went to Braidwood last week. Hope she calls us this week to find out what's going on out there. And our good buddies, always you, who are listening to this program. That's right. And our phone number is 1-312-332-3776. That's 1-312-332-3776. Oh, man, coming up on today's show, we've got our good buddy Sam Wilson and Phil Gutman. They're in a walleye tournament. I think it's Lake St. Clair in Michigan. Chuck Barris is going to be on the program here to talk about steelhead fishing in western Michigan. That's only 90 miles from where I'm standing right now. Hour and a half, we could be catching steelies. Let's go. Somebody get the car warmed up. Steve Sillick, fisheries head from the Forest Preserve District of Cook County, will be talking about the up-and-coming, very important, it's trout season opener next Saturday. So we'll talk to him about in our area. And once again, don't forget, there's 50 lakes throughout, whether Illinois, whether you're in southern Illinois, central Illinois, northern west Illinois, McHenry County, Lake, DuPage County, Will County. We've got those lakes open for you starting next week at April 2nd. Please go on to the Illinois DNR website, idnr.com, .org rather, and check them out. Check out all the lakes that are close to your home for you. Got that. Okay, cool. I want to make sure. It's a whole list I got to go through. Yeah. Okay. First of all, and yes, we will have Aiden's fishing report this week. The kid went out this week. Oh, man. I got to say, it was great. I love, you all know I love fishing. And you all know I love hunting and sleeping in a hammock and everything in the great outdoors. Sometimes just nothing in the outdoors is good to do. Well, I got so fired up. I'm like shaking thinking about turkey season. And I was listening to a radio program out on the East Coast that today that turkey season starts in the state of Georgia. And I was listening to these guys and ladies talking about going turkey hunting this morning and stuff in Georgia. And I was sitting there going, do I sound that excited? they were like, oh, yeah, we're going. I mean, oh, yeah. They were just all fired up. It was so cool to listen to. I just had such a good time listening to them. So that was really good to hear that. And I'm glad, we're coming into that season. But we're also coming into beginning of next week, April 1st. Yes, I mean, the swallows at Capistrano, they call them, that fly in on a certain day every year. And the buzzards in Hinckley, I think that's another one. Chicago, it's the opening day of smelt season. Hallelujah. We haven't seen many smelt in the last couple of years, but who cares? It's called getting out with your friends and family and sitting on the lakefront. And I did so much of that. I mean, as a kid, it was a great event to go down there. My mom, my dad, and other relatives and stuff would all be down there trying to catch smelt. And we'd bring a Coleman stove and cook out there, cook dinner. And we'd bring sleeping bags. And we'd crawl into sleeping bags and, to stay warm. And my mother she would pull this great scam. I call it a scam, all right, Mom? Don't yell at me from heaven. But what you did was, the nets are in the water. You walk up to the net and you grab the line. And you hold the line in your hand. And you have to guess how many smelt are in the net by the vibrations you feel. And it was so cool because, it was like a quarter. Every time we did this, it was a quarter. And so we were playing this game. I think it's 8. No, 7. No, maybe 9. Oh, no, there's a lot in here, And we had so much fun doing it. And it was all part of it. You get to sit there and watch the skyline of the city of Chicago, go from, dusk to dark and the lights. The lights all along the lakefront when we had thousands of smelt fishermen with the little Coleman lanterns out there. It was so beautiful. The planetarium back in the day when we used to walk uphill and to school both ways, the planetarium used to drive around it, and I cannot tell you, the tour buses with our, the tourists from, Japan and stuff would come in there, and they would stop there to take the beautiful photos of this city of Chicago skyline. I mean, it's the place to take a photo. Well, of course, they see fishermen now. They'd come running down there. They have their photos taken with us, holding in the nets up. I even went to the Japanese consulate and wrote in English what I would like them to write in Japanese, so the people could read what I was doing or my buddy Bob too, to just see that. And it was so cool because we have thousands of photos taken of us holding, and then we're cooking smelt. Hey, we didn't have smelt. We stopped at the grocery store and bought some just so we had some fish to cook for people that came down like that. Oh, it's a little bit of Chicago history that I'm not saying it's gone away, but it's kind of diminished. But there are still a few of us around who go, and miss it. Yes, very true. Very true. The other thing I want to remind everybody of, Saturday, April 9th and Sunday, April 10th is Reptile Fest. Woo-woo! That's right. You're going, reptiles? Ah! No, that's true. This is the nation's largest educational reptile and amphibian show. Can't go wrong with that. This is done by the Herp Society of the Chicago Herpetological Society. That's a tough word to say, Chris, this early in the morning. But it's a great event. It's at the Physical Education Complex at the Northeastern University, 3600 West Foster. 10 to 5 Saturday, 10 to 4 Sunday. This is April 9th and 10th. We'll be giving you more information throughout the show about this. It is a super event to go to. And if you don't like reptiles, when you walk out of there, you'll have a better appreciation of them. This coming up next, Fishing Reports. Your phone calls at 1-312-332-3776. Let me say that slowly. 1-312-332-3776. Okay, you're listening to Chauncey on Chauncey's Great Outdoors, Chicago, and the Midwest #1 most listened to outdoor radio program. You know us, we know the outdoors. Come to Bass Pro Shops for their Spring into Savings and White Bass Sale event going on now till April 3rd. Get all your open water fishing gear with special prices on Johnny Moore's Carbonite reels and the new XPS fishing rods. Learn from the area pros at the White Bass Seminars on April 2nd and 3rd. See sales flyer for times and check BassPro.com for more information. And don't forget the free Easter crafts, photos, and activities for the kids going on till March 27th. Come to Bass Pro Shops in Portage, Indiana, Gurney Mills, and in Bolingbrook. It's where your next outdoor adventure begins, indoors at Bass Pro Shops. Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs on 31st and Wolf Road in Westchester is the home of the largest and best Italian beef you'll find in the Chicagoland area. With a full menu of charbroiled sandwiches, pasta, Italian favorites, and more, you'll know why people throughout the suburbs and Chicago will drive to Paul's for a true Chicago-style Italian beef. But Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs on 31st and Wolf Road in Westchester also has a catering menu of Italian favorites like eggplant parmesan, salads, manicotti, chicken Vesuvio, marsala, and more. To make your next party special, call Paul's for catering at 708-531-9080. That's 708-531-9080. So stop on out to Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs in Westchester on 31st and Wolf Road and taste what a true Chicago tradition is like. Plan your next Illinois adventure to Wren Lake, where the fun begins. Wren Lake is situated in the heart of scenic southern Illinois and can offer you 19,000 acres of water fun and recreation, all within Interstates 57 and 64. At their website, enjoywrenlake.com, you can learn about southern Illinois lodging at its finest, restaurants, family activities, bike trails, camping, and some fantastic fishing and hunting, all in one spot at Wren Lake. And it's one of my favorite places to go. So go to enjoywrenlake.com or call them at 314-580-2577. 314-580-2577 and plan your next Illinois adventure that will have you coming back again and again. Illinois, mile after magnificent mile. The Waterworks Marine Group wants you to know the best way to save more money on a new boat is to participate in the factory rebates that end on March 31st at the end of this month. Save big on Lund, Alumacraft, and Monterey Cruisers, and be on the water tomorrow with great prices, financing, and more at Illinois' #1 boat dealer, Waterworks Marine. Visit Waterworks Marine Group online at waterworkswithane.com or at 18660 South Cicero Avenue in Country Club Hills. Or give them a call at 708-798-9700 and tell them Chauncey sent you.
It's Chauncey's Great Outdoors on ESPN 1000 and ESPNChicago.com.
I like a catfish in the river, like a flounder in the sea. When the rapture comes along, she always makes a fool of me. I go a hook, line, and sinker.
Oh, yeah, baby. Hook, line, and sinker. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. You know, crappie season's coming in here, and I would imagine the Yoopers and Hey, We Want Some Crappie will be coming soon. Hey, Walleyes Unlimited. I forgot to mention this. They're going to call me and yell at me. Today, from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., Walleyes Unlimited has their indoor fishing swap meet and sale going on at the Fox Lake Legion Hall, 703 North U.S. Route 12. Basically, Route 12, you cross the chain lake there between Nippersink and Piscetello, and it's on the right-hand side there. Can't miss it. Free parking. Admission is only $2. 18 and under, it's free. Jeez, I wonder if I can get in for free. Oh, mentally. I mean, age-wise, it's 18 and under. Not mentally. Okay. Hey, all right. Let's talk about some stuff that's going on here. I got a few minutes. All I can say is I was so excited at the Classic when Edwin Evers won. I almost jumped out of my chair when I saw that the Zen Man, Rick Clunn, won his 15th Bass Masters fishing event down in Florida. He's 69 years old. 60. That means he's a little older than me, thank God. But it was on the St. Johns River, and his monster bag was 31 pounds, 7 ounces. The Zen Man. Woohoo! Whoa! Rick Clunn is one of the most intellectual anglers on the circuit. Sharp, very, in tune with nature and many other things. And I did an interview once with him, and I know we got off where we were going, but he is just such an interesting individual to talk to. And 69 years old, boys. All you young bucks, keep looking over your shoulder. Us old guys ain't left Dodge City yet, man. I got to congratulate him. I'm going to send him a note about it because he should be back at his home this week. That is super great. I love it, love it, love it. The other thing, don't forget, we've got a couple of in Morris, Illinois, Somebody asked me, is there a hunter safety class? I said, yes, there is. It's 16th and 17th. Give them a buzz at 815-941-3122. That's in Morris, Illinois. And there's a hunter safety class also going on in Beecher at 630-479-0708. If you missed any of these phone numbers, you can always go to the ESPNChicago.com podcast or go to Chauncey's Great Outdoors and push the podcast button, and you'll be able to listen to the programs on that way. That is some super things. Another thing I'm really excited about, we've been talking about the archery program going down in Springfield. They've had a national archery program. Over 1,000 youth. 1,000 youth. You know what a youth is? It's a tent. No. 1,000 youth were participating in this great program from all over the state of Illinois. That is such a great thing. I'm really happy about it, and everybody was, did very well. That's going on tomorrow, not tomorrow, but on the 2nd, rather. We're seeing that. We got there's something else here I saw. There's so many papers I got here. Oh, here it is. The Michigan. There's a Michigan DNR is having a free ORV weekend, off-road vehicle weekend, June 11th and 12th and August 20th and 21st. That's right. It's a free ORV weekend. For more information, please go to the michigan.gov/DNR website. That's a super little item to check out and go through that. Let's not miss that one. And we've got another little segment here. This one's being brought to you by our friends over at Shimano. That's right, sponsor of our high school segment. We've got a congratulations coming up on April 17th. We've got the University of Illinois, the Illini Bass Fishing Club has their high school bass tournament that they host every spring. It's being done on Clinton Lake, Sunday, April 17th. They're doing a couple little things. They're going to have a lot of fun. The night before, a little meeting at the local banquet hall. This is, if you're a high school coach, want to get in on this, give Brett a call at 224-622-9400. 224-622-9400. They're expecting a full field of about 170 high school anglers this year, and they are so excited. They put on a top-notch tournament for the high schools. And that was being brought to you by our friends at Shimano, supporting the high school and college fishing teams that are out there. Did this. Oh, fishing reports. Duh. Yeah, we got to do a little fishing reports. Okay, let's get... Kids gonna have a fan club on Facebook, I think. My grandson Aiden, Papa, we're not coming in for Easter. I'm just reading this as you people are hearing it. Oh, all right, shut up there. Okay, it says, Papa, the not coming in for Easter. We're working on the house and outside, but fishing has been pretty good. Kalamazoo River, the steelhead have been better by the Allegan Dam. No place else. I guess there's no other place in the river to go fish. By my house in Grand Rapids, rather. Good-looking, pretty fish right after, or just before the storm, by the 6th Street Dam. The people in the bayous, in the backwaters, showed me some big crappies. Just like that song that you play on the show. Okay, we like some crappie, I guess. Muskegon Lake. Anglers are picking up yellow perch by Bear Lake Channel, white perch by the docks. There's a lot of docks, Aiden. You got to tell me which ones. But white perch by the docks. And, yellow perch. I had perch last night for dinner. $20, but it was good. Muskegon River. Steelhead are getting better. Before the storm, the waters came up, and it's probably slowed down. Talk to you this week. Love, Aiden. Gotta love that kid. That. A few more fishing reports here. Don't forget, we're going to be talking with Steve Sillick later on in the show about the Forest Preserve District trout season, but that's going on throughout the state of Illinois starting next Saturday. Don't pass that up. It's going to be a great time to get out with the friends, family. And you know what? Let the kids fish. Come on. And if you see somebody catch 5, put them in their trunk, call the cops. They'll come out. They really will. Chain of Lakes, bluegill are good in the back channels. Catfish are good on stinkbait. Around the Route 12 bridge, that's on your way to the Walleye Unlimited swap meet. That's always good. They're getting a few crappies on Delavan right now. That's another good sign. That means things are warming up north of us. We're seeing that good action there. We heard the fishing reports for Western Michigan. They're from my grandson. Wolf Lake, anglers are getting walleye at night and started getting into a few more nicer fish. Fishing has been pretty good using suspended jerk baits. Target areas include the riprap, and walleyes are looking for prey in spawning locations. That's a big hint to catch more fish. Wow. Lots of information. Tell you what, we come back. We've got Sam Wilson somewhere chasing walleye with Phil Gutman. We'll hear where they're doing and how they're doing. You're listening to Chauncey on Chauncey's Great Outdoors. You know us. We know the outdoors.
Want that Canadian fishing feeling without the hassle of crossing the border? Then Minnesota's Lake Vermilion Dam Lodge is the perfect place to plan your next trip. Stay in a 40,000-acre lake with 1,200 miles of shoreline, 365 islands, large and small, and it's less than 9 hours from most anywhere in the Midwest. Lake Vermilion Dam Lodge has fishermen and family-friendly lodging that will have you returning for many years, with plenty of walleye, muskie, bass, pike, all waiting there for you. For more information on Lake Vermilion Dam Lodge and their fall walleye school, go to vdl.com or call them at 800-325-5780, 800-325-5780, and tell them Chauncey sent you.
Hello, everyone. This is Chauncey, your host of Chauncey's Great Outdoors Radio, and I want to tell you about a fantastic new magazine for
Sam is ready.
hunters right here in Illinois. It's called Midwest Outdoors. No, I'm not going crazy. Midwest Outdoors.
Call truck at 6:30.
The new Midwest Outdoors. It's better than ever, and it's jam-packed with new features, great information on fishing and hunting that you can use. Whether you want to know where to go, what to use, how to use it, or just plain enjoy the outdoors, the new Midwest Outdoors is worth a look. Every issue has great articles from your favorite professional outdoorsmen, and this month's marked map will get you on the fish on your favorite lake. Midwest Outdoors is available at leading newsstands, or you can have it delivered to your home for only $14.95 for 12 issues. You can sign up online at MidwestOutdoors.com or call them at 800-606-3474. All major credit cards accepted. That's MidwestOutdoors.com or call 800-606-3474. The new Midwest Outdoors magazine and television show, helping you enjoy the outdoors. When you're fishing for salmon with Diamond Ghost Charters on Lake Michigan, the two words every fisherman loves to yell is, "Fish on!" And Captain Tony of Diamond Ghost Charters will put you on the fish when you're looking to go. A salmon fishing trip with Diamond Ghost Charters is a perfect way to spend a half a day or a full day out fishing with friends, family, or co-workers all on Lake Michigan. So let Diamond Ghost Charters out of Winthrop Harbor hook you up with a chunky summer coho, a trophy fall king, or a lunker lake trout. They're all waiting for you with Diamond Ghost Charters. Don't wait. Call Captain Tony at 847-838-2037. That's 847-838-2037. And get ready to yell, "Fish on!" HookandHuntTV.com is an exciting all-internet show. Sign up for their free weekly newsletter and join host Jim Crowley as he covers everything that goes bang and or splash. Get hooked on the hunt at HookandHuntTV.com.
It's Chauncey's Great Outdoors on ESPN 1000 and ESPNChicago.com.
Yes. Welcome back, everybody, to Chauncey's Great Outdoors. This is the Chaunce talking. And don't forget, this segment is being brought to you by our friends at Bass Pro Shops. Big white bass weekend going on right now, this weekend and next weekend, so don't pass it up. As well as turkey gear is on sale. Well, on the phone somewhere is my good buddy Sam Wilson, who just made me make a donation to the wayward home of board operators and radio producers, because he texted me saying, "Hey, I'm ready. I'm waiting for you." Hello, Sam. Sam? I guess I lost. Sam, you there? I guess we'll have to try Sam again. That's good. Yeah, if my phone rings, I have to make a donation to the wayward home of board operators and radio producers. So I've got to make a donation to that home. You know, it's a pure thing. A couple of things I wanted to make sure I mentioned that yellowbirdproducts.com. Yellowbirdproducts.com is the website address. Somebody just sent me an email that I saw on the screen. They are, one of our sponsors, but they got 600 different products from not just yellowbirds that you use for salmon and crappie and walleye fishing, but they also have a lot. They have lures for steelhead and salmon and massive walleyes and largemouth bass and crappies and bluegill. It's a great, tons of stuff at some super prices. And you know what? They're a local company. That's a very important thing, and that's what I like about them. Is this Sam Wilson? Hello, Sam? I think we're going to try it again. I think we're losing Sam again. Okay, well, I'm going to keep going until we find Sam out on the line or someplace. Mentioned earlier, and I'm going to mention this several times, but this Reptile Fest, if you got, kids, grandkids, girls, boys, I don't care what, even yourself and your girlfriend, your wife, spouse, whatever, you're married, unmarried, check out this Reptile Fest. It's really the coolest thing because there's, thousands of reptiles, and a lot of them, you're able to get close to, people explain to them, and you can hold some of these. And I used to be the most scariest person of a snake in the world. I mean, I'm not going to go pick up a snake if I'm out in the woods. I'm saying, hey, you're there, I'm here. That's cool. But I'm no longer, they've gotten me out of the fear.
One more time, Trevor.
Really educational. I really like that. Sam, are you out there?
I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. Obviously, you're not using your proper, radio equipment to get your signal out. Buddy,
well, we are at Ice Station 0.
Yeah, where are you?
We're at the Detroit River this morning.
Oh.
In Detroit. Rock City.
Okay, and you're
enjoying big walleye. Big walleye.
Big walleye. How's the tournament doing out there?
Well, we're just fishing. We're not in a tournament today. We're just out trophy hunting.
Trophy hunting today? Okay.
Yes.
What are you using for bait?
Yesterday's big fish was 1 ounce jigs. Bumping the bottom in 25 to 30 feet of water with minnows and plastics.
Oh.
And big fish yesterday was like 7 pounds.
Ooh.
And that's small. I mean, we're looking to get like 10 to 12 pound fish.
What are you going to do with these fish that you're catching?
Let them go. Get a mount made. We don't keep these. These are all spawning females coming up the river from Lake Erie. So it's a run. There's a ton of boats on the water. It's crazy.
Cool.
And they're all fishing little pockets, so you got to play rodeo roundup on the water. But it's fun. I'm out here with Phil.
Okay, and you just
enjoying the weather.
Just so you know, there is a Chauncey's Fish Flesh Study Analysis Program.
Oh, I might be able to donate to that. I owe you now, since you're donating to the Radio Board Operators Guild. So.
Yeah, well, the home for wayward radio board operators.
Yes, exactly. Yes, I can make a deposit and that's fund it.
Okay, good. Hey, now, this is kind of intriguing. Like I said, you're in the Detroit River, and all you're doing is slow troll, you anchored? What are you doing?
No, there's a 7 mile per hour current running through the river.
Mm-hmm.
So you're basically going up current and then just drifting back on a controlled drift. And there's fish all over the electronics, and you can see all the fish. It's just,
kidding.
Are they biting or not? So yeah, it's like a video game almost. You can see the fish. They'll come down to the bait. They either hit it or they don't. But it's a totally different way of fishing. Most people go out, anchor the boat, cast out. But this is you're fishing for fish you see. If there's no fish, you don't fish.
Fishing for on your electronics. Now, what
yes.
What kind of electronics are you running in the boat to see this well?
Raymarine stuff.
Raymarine stuff? Okay.
Yeah, just color. I would say any good color system today, you could see the fish, but we have Raymarine in the boat.
Now, does this...
like a Humminbird or a Lowrance, whatever.
Yeah, does this temperature up there, because it's a little cooler there, isn't it?
Yesterday was really cold. The water temp came up to like 42, if I can say that. But there was ice on the guides and stuff when we were out all morning. And then we took a break, and we caught most of our fish when it was starting to get dark, which was interesting. But it's just a 12-mile stretch of river. It's not, it's not huge. And there's, a bunch of spots. You look for your spots, and you drop baits, and if you see fish, you fish it, and away you go. And then hopefully you don't get hit by a freighter coming up the channel. It's definitely a different kind of fishing.
Yeah, when you see those big boats coming, it gets a little. You get a little nervous out there, you know. You get a little nervous.
Yeah.
Now I have to ask: is Mr. Gutman standing on the bow of this boat with 2 rods in his hands and he's bouncing on the bottom, or?
He's only got one. I handicapped him this trip, so he can only fish 1 rod.
Oh.
So a fair chance.
Okay. Because we do know that when he goes walleye fishing, he catches muskies. When he goes muskie fishing, he catches walleye.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
I want to make sure.
And they were catching muskies yesterday. That was interesting watching other boats. There were some muskies caught. Nothing big, but, they're there. Definitely there.
Well, that sounds good. Hey, once again, I mean, and this is what? A little over 2 hours to Detroit River? No, it's a little more. It's like 3 hours.
No. It's 5 hours. 5 hours from Chicago. 4 to 5.
4 to 5?
Traffic. Yeah. But we're fishing north of Detroit out of St. Clair Shores.
Oh, you're there. So you're up there.
Not in Detroit. We're not in Detroit proper. We're north of Detroit.
You're north of Detroit.
Where it comes into Lake St. Clair.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Both of you guys I know are very accomplished muskie fishermen. Just leave the muskies alone for a while, okay?
Yeah, they're still sleeping. You can't bother them.
Well, Phil, Sam, I want to thank you and Mr. Gutman out there for giving us this on-the-water report, okay?
All right, thanks. Happy Easter.
Catch some fish. Happy Easter to you and that other guy.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
Okay, Sam Wilson,
Thanks,
everybody, out on the Detroit River. Okay, on the phone with me right now, I think we have...
I got to call him. Hold on.
Okay, we're going to get him on... we're going to get him on the phone. We got Chuck about steelhead fishing. We're going to be getting with my caller who called last week, but talking about different things that are going on out there. There's tons of stuff here. Salmon, trout. I mean, you ought to see. I got like 45 different piles of newspapers here to make sure we go over and stuff like that. So, one of the things that a lot of people are talking about already is early season morel mushrooms coming up. I'm getting, my toes are curling. But they think that because we're, the ground is so much soft already and it's saturated, we get some warm days. They're going to start seeing, morels popping up down in southern Illinois and working their way pretty quick here. And if we stay with warmer weather, they're going to move really fast. On the phone, we got Chuck Barris with us. Chuck, how are you?
Great, Chauncey. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. And Chuck, you were 90 miles away, an hour and a half from downtown Chicago on the St. Joe River earlier this week, weren't you?
Actually, we were a little bit north of there. We were on the Muskegon.
Oh, you were by my old stomping grounds. Oh, tell me, how'd you do?
We had a great trip. We had one boat. Scott and Bob were really hot.
Mm-hmm.
On the first day, they had 8 steelies, 8 rainbow, 1 brown, and 1 walleye.
Oh.
And on the second day, they had 9 steelies and 6 rainbow.
Oh.
And that was just one boat. We had 3 boats out there for a couple of days. And the good news is everybody caught fish.
That's the fun part. Everybody, whether you catch one or all of them, who cares? Everybody had fun. That's the important thing. And how did the river look?
It actually looked very good. The water had come up some, and some fresh fish had moved in, and it was fishing really well.
Yeah. And anytime on the Muskegon, the Kalamazoo, the Grand River, St. Joe River, anytime you get a little bit of a flow, I mean, through the fish gates on the St. Joe River, they had 3,200 steelhead come through this past week.
Holy cow.
That's a lot of steelies. And so there's just so much activity. And if I knew you were in Muskegon, I would have tried to figure out how to get up there myself. But, that is, what were you using for bait, though? That's what my curiosity is.
Well, we were mostly using, in fact, all of us were using the little trout beads, the little UV trout beads.
Yeah.
And that seems to be we've been fishing up there quite a while. In the past, we used a little, hand-tied yarn eggs, but now in the last 2-3 years, everybody seems to have switched over to the UV trout beads.
Ah, okay, because they somehow are attracting them, right?
Yeah, I think I don't know. You don't have to tie them, right? They're plastic and they're easier to use. They're cheaper and they seem to get more hits. They're little 8mm, 10mm beads, although I think the 10s worked a little bit better for us this year. And they tie them on. We tie them on about 2 inches above the hook. And you can do single or double beads, but most of the time we just floated with single beads, and that seemed to work pretty well.
Yeah. Do you have any idea of some of the bigger fish that you got?
Well, usually I know Dr. Mark gives you this report every year, but he wasn't able to come with us, so we picked up a new guy. And Tim, the new guy, he had the biggest fish of the trip, of course.
Oh,
and, it doesn't seem fair, but, most of the fish we caught ranged anywhere. The smallest ones were 5-6 pound steelies. I had a couple that were in the 10 to 12 pound range, and the other guys had about the same. And again, Tim, the new guy, he caught a 16 pounder. This was a beautiful, beautiful fish, chrome, fresh fish, and really gave him quite a fight.
I was going to say a lot of aerobatics from the steelhead jumping.
Yeah, that's what's so great about them. They run, they're up in the air, they take off. You bring them to the boat, they take off again.
Yeah.
And of course, we all lost fish too. What I told you was the number that we brought into the boat. There were a number of other hookups too. Yeah, and it was great. The first day, it was just this past week on Monday and Tuesday. Monday was a little cold in the morning, in the 30s, but warmed up to 40s. And Tuesday, it was 40s all day, overcast. It was a great day for fishing.
Oh, God, that's good. Well, it sounds like it was a good trip, a lot of fun. People enjoyed themselves. And every one of those fish that you lost at the boat probably got at least a couple pounds heavier.
Absolutely.
You'll have to get Doc Mark back out there next year. He needs to get out there. We're going to have to get Chuck to be part of the Chauncey's Great Outdoors medical team also. And
there you go.
It's always great to have all my medical people fish because then, we have something in common. We go sit and talk.
Absolutely.
Well, good. Well, Chuck, I want to thank you for calling in and giving us this report on the Muskegon River. And, I can visualize some areas that you were. I'm closing my eyes and I can see you on the river there.
Appreciate it, Chauncey. It's good to be here.
All right. I'll let you go, Chuck. Thank you very much.
Take care now.
That's Chuck Barris, so a new member of the Chauncey's Great Outdoors medical team. We've got Jessica on the phone. If I can grab Jessica. Hey, Jessica, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Hey, thanks for holding on so long for us. How did it go? You were fishing last week. Tell me.
I got third place.
Woo! We are the champions. Okay, I'm back.
I also got the big bass.
Whoa! No kidding.
It was a 20-inch smallmouth.
Oh, I bet you there were guys crying.
Yeah.
That is... Do you have a photo?
No, my dad threw him back before I could get a photo.
You better throw your father back in the water. Oh, my God. That was great. That's unbelievable. That's super. Oh, man, a 20. So, tournament went well. How many? A lot of people there? What?
There was about 15 boats.
That's a nice number of boats for a tournament for high school.
Yeah.
That's nice.
We usually have more, though, so.
Yeah, I know. Well, what was the hardest part about the tournament? Did you have any problems out there? Was it
It was just really cold.
Yeah, well, that's why there were only 15 boats.
Yeah.
What were you using for bait?
My dad put on a plastic. It was on one of his rods, actually.
Okay. So, and you're working the bottom, working the edges. What were you working?
It was the bottom over by some of the coves near the cool side.
No, okay. Well, that's cool. That's good. Oh, man, I am so happy. I hope somebody took some photos, you guys, because I would love to see some photos, and I'll put them on my Facebook page.
I got a couple photos of my dad, so.
Okay, well, make sure you send them to my, tell you what, we'll get, make sure we get your phone number, and I'll call you after the show so I can get you the information to get them to me so I can get them on my Facebook, because that is so cool. I am so happy that you, third place, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. First place had about 15 pounds. Second was 1407, and I was only 0.2 ounces away from that. So I saw, and I will never forget this, Mike Iaconelli lost to Kevin Van Dam
by less than a quarter of an ounce. The Bassmaster Classic. Oh, it was unreal. It was unreal. Well, Jessica, I want to congratulate you, third place. And what school you from?
Minooka Community High School.
I thought you were from Minooka High School. Yeah, I want to congratulate everybody there, and maybe we'll see you down at the championship down state later in May, okay?
All right.
All right, thanks, Jessica, for calling.
Thank you.
All right, don't hang up. We got to get the information. That is so cool. That is so cool. Hey, I tell you what, you're listening to Chauncey on Chauncey's Great Outdoors. Coming up next, Mr. Steve Sillick. You know us. We know the outdoors.
Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs on 31st and Wolf Road in Westchester is the home of the largest and best Italian beef you'll find in the Chicagoland area. With a full menu of charbroiled sandwiches, pasta, Italian favorites, and more, you'll know why people throughout the suburbs and Chicago will drive to Paul's for a true Chicago-style Italian beef. But Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs on 31st and Wolf Road in Westchester also has a catering menu of Italian favorites like eggplant parmesan, salads, manicotti, chicken Vesuvio, marsala, and more. To make your next party special, call Paul's for catering at 708-531-9080. That's 708-531-9080. So stop on out to Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs in Westchester on 31st and Wolf Road and taste what a true Chicago tradition is like. Come to Bass Pro Shops for their Spring into Savings and White Bass Sale event going on now till April 3rd. Get all your open water fishing gear with special prices on Johnny Moore's Carbonite Reels and the new XPS fishing rods. Learn from the area pros at the White Bass Seminars on April 2nd and 3rd. See sales flyer for times and check BassPro.com for more information.
Steve's ready.
Don't forget the free Easter crafts, photos, and activities for the kids going on till March 27th. Come to Bass Pro Shops in Portage, Indiana, Gurney Mills, and in Bolingbrook. It's where your next outdoor adventure begins, indoors at Bass Pro Shops. The Waterworks Marine Group wants you to know the best way to save more money on a new boat is to participate in the factory rebates that end on March 31st at the end of this month. Save big on Lund, Alumacraft, and Monterey Cruisers, and be on the water tomorrow with great prices, financing, and more at Illinois' #1 boat dealer, Waterworks Marine. Visit Waterworks Marine Group online at waterworkswithane.com or at 18660 South Cicero Avenue in Country Club Hills. Or give them a call at 708-798-9700 and tell them Chauncey sent you. Plan your next Illinois adventure to Wren Lake, where the fun begins. Wren Lake is situated in the heart of scenic southern Illinois and can offer you 19,000 acres of water fun and recreation, all within Interstates 57 and 64. At their website, enjoywrenlake.com, you can learn about Southern Illinois lodging at its finest, restaurants, family activities, bike trails, camping, and some fantastic fishing and hunting, all in one spot at Wren Lake. And it's one of my favorite places to go. So go to enjoywrenlake.com or call them at 314-580-2577. 314-580-2577 and plan your next Illinois adventure that will have you coming back again and again. Illinois, mile after magnificent mile.
It's Chauncey's Great Outdoors on ESPN 1000 and ESPNChicago.com.
Boom, 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 boom. Good tunes, Mr. Black. Good tunes. Hey, everybody, this is Chauncey. Welcome back to Chauncey's Great Outdoors. On the phone, Mr. Steve Selleck. Da-da-da-da-da. Hi, buddy.
Your introductions are legendary, Chauncey.
Thank you. Hey, dude. Hey, next Saturday.
Big day. Big day throughout the state of Illinois, particularly in the Cook County area.
Yeah. And people are going, what? What? Is there an election?
No, none of that. Much better. You got the glorious opening of the spring inland trout season coming up.
That's right. Get your inland trout stamps and get out there and catch fish.
Exactly. Now, I can't promise the nice 20-inch smallmouth like Jessica said she caught. You always have the good colors on right before me, Chance. Make me feel bad.
I know, but it's like I just sit there and go, I wish I could have seen her. Oh, God.
Yeah, no kidding. These high school tournaments are great. They really are a great deal for the state of Illinois and the
the young anglers out there in general.
Yeah. Now, what
but
lakes?
Also great for the young anglers is the trout season. So let's get talking about that.
Yeah. What lakes are we having now? I mean, they're trout lakes literally in Will, DuPage, McHenry, Cook, and I think every county has lakes with trout in them. But in Cook County, we're a little bit special. We have several.
We like to think so. Yeah, we have four lakes within Cook County. Two up on the north side, the usual Axe Head and Baloo Lakes up in the Park Ridge area, and then two down on the south side, Sag Corey East over in Lamont, and then Green, one of the newer lakes that the state is assisting us with stocking, Green Lake down in the Calumet area. So yeah, we're really excited to offer trout fishing spread throughout the county very nicely for all the Cook County public to get out there and catch some nice rainbows.
Yeah. Now, you buy your trout stamp and don't jump the fence. You cannot fish it until the maintenance people open the gate, all right? On the 2nd.
Exactly. I know trout fishing does open up about 5 a.m. on April 2nd, but at our lakes, the gates typically open around sunrise, so give it till 6:30. The fish are there, don't worry. I make sure they go in and they're nice and happy, so they'll still be there for you when the gates get open.
Oh, yeah. You and Jim and who's the third fine gentleman on your staff?
Mike Feldman, our new technician.
That's right.
Wonderful young lad.
I heard that you had Mike out there massaging the fish to get them all their muscles geared up and stuff, and so I have
Definitely.
to congratulate you all on this. Now, so literally there's thousands of fish being put in these 4 lakes. You need your Illinois trout stamp to put them in, to fish for them. You're allowed how many fish?
You're allowed 5 fish per day with no size restrictions on the fish.
Okay.
And so the ones that I've seen has gone in, we got a nice range of size. Obviously, we're ordering them at a certain size, but depending on how big they grow up at the hatchery, you get a nice variance in size. So you get anywhere from maybe a little under half a pound to a little over a pound. So nice fish, good catching, good eating fish. So there's a nice variety out there for you to hook into.
Yeah. And the other thing, too, is, and I've said this, yes, I love fishing for rainbow trout, and I love going out there with an ultralight and a small hook and a small bobber. Notice I said small hook, ladies and gentlemen, and a small bobber. These fish don't have mouths like largemouth; they're little bitty mouths. And somebody said they have little mouths, not like you, Chauncey, with a big mouth. But
what does it mean?
Well, I don't know. But the thing is, let the kids have fun and catch them.
Definitely.
If you're sitting there. And, you're talking to the guy next to you, and he's got a couple of kids, and he's trying to jockey him all around, and you get a fish on a line, get the father's attention and say, hey, tell one of the kids to reel this one in for me. And let the kid reel it in. Let the kid have fun. And if you see somebody catch their 5 fish and put them in their trunk in the cooler and then come back, pick up the phone and you dial what number? 911, right?
You can dial 911 if you tell them you're at a forest preserve location. Our police department has a cooperative program with local emergency police where they will dispatch a forest preserve. Or actually, they'll contact our dispatch and they'll dispatch forest preserves. So we don't expect you to remember the forest preserves number, which I'll give you anyway. That's 708-771-1000. Again, 771-1000. But if you do dial 911 and let them know you're at Forest Reserve site, they will contact you with the Forest Reserve dispatch, and they will send a Forest Reserve police officer, who should be out there anyway. They're well aware of the locations and the nature of this event. Yeah. Another good number to have is the State of Illinois Conservation Police Officers, the tip line, the Target Illinois Poachers. That's 1-800-252-0163. 1-800-252-0163, and that's the State of Illinois Conservation Police Officers. That's their dispatch number, and they can also try to get officers out there as quickly as possible. But again, they're obviously well aware of the 50-plus sites statewide, as well as the 4 within Cook County. So they're out there looking.
And that's the important thing is they will come out. They will, and I hate to say this, but they're poaching. They're taking away from everybody else enjoying it. They're taking more than they're supposed to. Let them introduce themselves to and once again, the Forest Preserve Police Department that we have here in Cook County, they are trained in conservation law now more. Right. And our chief doesn't play the game, if you're violating one of those conservation laws, you're going to get busted.
Definitely. Chief Roberts is a big outdoorsman, and he does take any sort of conservation violation seriously. So he's got the officers out there looking for this kind of thing. I want to get back real quick on a comment you made before about the kids, John. I don't know if any of you guys have seen us at the booth, but we do have a great picture of a young lad holding a stringer of trout him and his dad caught. And I don't know what's bigger, the smile on his face or the stringer going from arm to arm with the the 5 trout on it. It is great to see the kids out there catching fish, because I've never heard people say they don't catch fish when they go out during the trout season. Those fish are out there, and they're pretty easy to catch. So definitely get the kids out there. It's a great experience that they'll remember and they'll love.
Oh God, yes. They'll be screaming at the top of their lungs. They're having so much fun, and that's the coolest thing. And once again, in the Forest Preserve District of Cook County, we want to thank them because they help sponsor our program and these different segments that we bring to you about the forest preserves. But you guys there's the educational programs that you're doing. You're doing so much stuff with the high school fishing teams that are coming up with the tournaments. We have to talk about which one I'm going to, and many other things that are out there that you guys are doing that a lot of people may not hear about, but I know you and Jim and your third gentleman Mike are all doing great jobs at, and really putting an effort towards making the outdoors so much more fun for us fishermen out there. It really is, and we want to thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome. We're happy to provide this wonderful recreational opportunity and these natural resources for the public to utilize. It's a great asset that we have. Mm-hmm. It's great that you guys can get out there and enjoy them.
Okay. I want you to take that little daughter of yours and go get a picture with the bunny someplace for Easter.
Definitely. After tumbling. We've got to do tumbling first.
Oh, go do tumbling and then go get a picture with the Easter bunny. And how about in a couple of weeks we get you back on, because seriously, next month in May we've got that the high school fishing tournament.
May 6th is the statewide sectional date. So, yeah, it's coming up on us quick. So, definitely, I'd love to get on and talk about that as well.
We'll talk about that, my friend. Well, thank you so much, my friend, okay?
No problem, Sean. Thank you.
Steve Sillick, head of the Fisheries Department of the Forest Preserve District of Cook County. Just a great, 3 guys that just work their tail off for the betterment of us to enjoy the great outdoors. And every time somebody says, there are no fish in the Forest Preserve District, all I can say to you is become a better fisherman, because there's tons of them. When that 31.5-inch walleye that weighed 12 pounds or 11.5 pounds, that's right. Well, yeah, we've got fish in the forest preserves. You don't need to go to Detroit River. Don't tell Sam I said that. Hey, you're listening to Chauncey and Chauncey's Great Outdoors. You know us. We know the outdoors.
Want that Canadian fishing feeling without the hassle of crossing the border? Then Minnesota's Lake Vermilion Dam Lodge is the perfect place to plan your next trip. Stay in a 40,000-acre lake with 1,200 miles of shoreline, 365 islands, large and small, and it's less than 9 hours from most anywhere in the Midwest. Lake Vermilion Dam Lodge has fishermen and family-friendly lodging that will have you returning for many years, with plenty of walleye, muskie, bass, pike, all waiting there for you. For more information on Lake Vermilion Dam Lodge and their fall walleye school, go to vdl.com or call them at 800-325-5780, 800-325-5780, and tell them Chauncey sent you.
When you're fishing for salmon with Diamond Ghost Charters on Lake Michigan, the 2 words every fisherman loves to yell is, "Fish on!" And Captain Tony of Diamond Ghost Charters will put you on the fish when you're looking to go. A salmon fishing trip with Diamond Ghost Charters is a perfect way to spend a half a day or a full day out fishing with friends, family, or co-workers all on Lake Michigan. So let Diamond Ghost Charters out of Winthrop Harbor hook you up with a chunky summer coho, a trophy fall king, or a lunker lake trout. They're all waiting for you with Diamond Ghost Charters. Don't wait. Call Captain Tony at 847-838-2037. That's 847-838-2037. And get ready to yell, "Fish on!" Hello, everyone. This is Chauncey, your host of Chauncey's Great Outdoors Radio, and I want to tell you about a fantastic new magazine for fishermen and hunters right here in Illinois. It's called Midwest Outdoors. No, I'm not going crazy. Midwest Outdoors has been here, but this is the new Midwest Outdoors. It's better than ever, and it's jam-packed with new features, great information on fishing and hunting that you can use. Whether you want to know where to go, what to use, how to use it, or just plain enjoy the outdoors, the new Midwest Outdoors is worth a look. Every issue has great articles from your favorite professional outdoorsmen, and this month's marked map will get you on the fish on your favorite lake.
Midwest Outdoors is available at leading newsstands, or you can have it delivered to your home for only $14.95 for 12 issues. You can sign up online at MidwestOutdoors.com or call them at 800-606-3474. All major credit cards accepted. That's MidwestOutdoors.com or call 800-606-3474. The new Midwest Outdoors magazine and television show, helping you enjoy the outdoors.
It's Chauncey's Great Outdoors on ESPN 1000 and ESPNChicago.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Chauncey's Great Outdoors. Want to thank our sponsors, Bass Pro Shops, all three stores, Bolingbrook, Gurnee, and Portage, Indiana, Waterworks Marine, Paul's Pizza in Westchester, the new Midwest Outdoors magazine, Wren Lake Tourism and Wren Lake Resort and Conference Center, Vermilion Dam Lodge, Yellowbird Fishing Products. That's right, yellowbirdproducts.com is the place you want to go to. Our Plano Molding friends, our Shimano High School sport that we get for the high school and college fishing teams. And real quick, Mr. Black, what was the name of that program before mine that wants to know what I would do with the squirrels on the north side of Chicago?
Oh, the pizza squirrel.
The pizza squirrel.
Not just any squirrel. This is a squirrel in a tree eating a pizza.
I bet you he would taste good.
The show would be the best of 1,000.
The best of 1,000.
Do you eat squirrel?
Yes, I do. Fried squirrel. I know he just rolled his eyes and he looked at me. And but really, check out that program. You can go to ESPNChicago.com podcast center. Also, listen to their show, listen to my show, and stuff like that. It's going to be real cool. Indoor fishing swap meet going on today. Walleyes Unlimited, Fox Lake Legion Hall, just over the bridge on Route 12. Check that out. Reptile Fest going on April 9th and 10th in the Physical Education Complex, Northeastern University. Don't forget yellowbirdproducts.com. Get those spoons. It'll catch them salmon and stuff for you. Lots of information. Well, we hear the flute, so that must mean it's time. And this one comes from the Tiwa Pueblo Nation. And it says, everything's so simple, and we make everything so complicated. That's why we're confused. Everything's so simple, and we make everything so complicated. That's why we're confused. Very, very true. Simple laws, simple rules. We'll stay unconfused. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show. We got a lot of stuff going on. We got fishing, camping, hunting, napping in a hammock, everything for you in the great outdoors in the Midwest. Let's not pass it up. Reptile Fest, indoor swap meets, and more. Just keep checking us out every week right here on the station. Once again, we don't own the woods, the rain, the storm, or the fish we catch. And I really mean this. We really are borrowing it all from our children's children. We'll see you next week right here on your favorite Chauncey's Great Outdoors.
Hear that? Of course not, because a dead car battery doesn't make a sound. You know who does make sound? Your daughter. And if you miss her big game, she'll make plenty of angry, high-pitched sounds. Better head to your neighborhood Advance Auto Parts. We offer free battery testing, a 3-year replacement warranty on our Platinum batteries, and free installation from one of our parts pros. Advance